Okay. I'm calling to order the December 20th meeting for the Cultural Arts Commission at 6:31 p.m. Chanda, are there any adjustments to the agenda? Oh, no, we need a roll call first. I'm getting used to it. Rachel Hay. Here. Good. I'm trying to open my agenda, sorry. Okay. Marianne Bickett. Here. Arisa De Olde. I think I killed the way to say it. Is she here?
Yeah.
Arisa is here. Good. Hi, Arisa. Jennifer, she's here.
I'm here. Yes.
Gina, she's here.
Here. Yes.
Okay. Katie. Okay. John Lyles. Yep.
Here.
Casey Chen.
Hello.
Hello. I think we got everybody, right? Perfect. Okay. Are there any adjustments to the agenda?
None from me. Anyone else?
Good. Did everyone have time to review the minutes from the November meeting? If yes, if there are no changes, would anyone like to motion to approve the November minutes?
I move we approve the November minutes.
Perfect. Anybody seconds that?
I'll second it.
Great. Okay. So Jennifer approved the November minutes, second by John. All those in favor say aye.
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 Those opposed say no. Nobody? Good. Chanda, were there any citizen comments?
There were not.
We're moving along. Okay, awesome. Chanda, any Center of the Arts update for us?
Yes. So we've been joking that we just want to get through December 19th, and we've had back-to-back rentals in the building for weeks now, back-to-back, like weekday, weekend, into the night, and we're so thrilled. We came through them with little incident. Mary was a huge help. We've had some new renters, lots of new renters actually, who either are new to our building or driving in from Beaverton or driving in from Hillsborough. And we've just gotten such positive response from them about our space. And a lot of these new renters are already booked for 2022.
Awesome.
And we're booking into 2023 through June 2023 now. So that's really exciting, and feeling some adrenaline for having gotten through our big month. We still have some classes going on. We have some holiday winter one-offs still coming up, and all of our winter classes are now online on a brand new registration system. So Mary and I have been working hard to get to know our new registration system as well. So lots of good things ahead. Really looking forward to 2022.
Great. So thank you, Chanda. Anybody have any questions? No? Great. Any other updates? That was it?
Yeah, I mean, I could give an update from the Friends who had their big raffle in the corner of the lobby for the last, or I guess for the month of November. That was a really successful first fundraiser. And they're hoping to expand next year. So this was kind of their, kind of sticking their pinky in to see how people would do with a raffle for a giant tree and some other holiday goodies. It was hugely successful. They sold, I think, 250 raffle tickets,
Wow.
And I just think they did such a good job. Kudos to the friends for making a really a very attractive display. We had people walking in who had never heard of the center or never heard of the Friends and just bought a ticket on the site. So they raised hundreds of dollars for scholarships, and I'm really excited to see what that turns into next year. They're talking about really making it an event. So that was very exciting.
Oh, that's great
That's
news.
amazing.
Chanda, I do want to say that it was not on the agenda, the update from the friends. So since we talked about no adjustment to the agenda, I just want to say that there was an adjustment to the agenda.
Thank you, Winnie. Yes.
Okay, perfect. Console update. So do you have any console updates for us?
Yeah, just a few. So we're not meeting for our second meeting in December. Typically, we have 2 meetings a month, the first and the third Tuesday of every month. But it's fairly common for us, schedule permitting, that we don't do the second one in December. So we're taking tomorrow off. Just some updates. We have, we're currently recruiting for a permanent police chief. I think many or some of you are aware that Chief Growth has retired. He has been acting kind of in an interim duty for a while, but recently we put Captain Hanlon in as the interim police chief, just because of some uncertainty as to how long the recruitment for the role would go. We wanted to have more of a smooth transition through this part of the year, let Chief Growth kind of wind his way down through the holidays, and have a peaceful exit from the city. And so Chief Hanlon has been our interim chief for a little while now. So that search is still underway. I think we're hoping to have that done in January, I think, anticipating having some interviews in mid-January as we get through some of the candidates. We already have a list of candidates that we've received. I think there was something in the Gazette recently about that. The other thing that's somewhat notable about council, in February, we're looking to have our annual council goals setting session, which is something we do. We try and do it the early part of every year, where we all get together, the council and the mayor, as well as the heads of all the departments, come together, usually for about a half day kind of working session, very casual, where we just discuss our goals from last year, what we've achieved, and then what we're doing moving forward. So that's always exciting to kind of get a sense of what the new year is going to look like, and then plan ahead. So we'll have that probably coming up in February. We'll see how that works, if that'll be in person or virtual this year. We did manage to do it in person last year, as I recall, but it was later in the year and many of us had already started getting vaccinated. So, but other than that, not much to report, but certainly here to answer any questions that anybody might have.
Anybody? I'm just curious. So for the chief's role, I know there are a lot of applicants. Who interviews them? The counselors or?
So actually, yeah, it's a great question. So the city council isn't directly involved in the recruitment for the police chief. We handle, some of our employees are essentially the city manager, our city attorney, and then the judge who works here. But so police chief is actually handled by the city manager. So he'll be running that. We've actually hired an outside firm to recruit and kind of go through the first pass of applicants and pass through the qualified ones. I want to say that we got 7 or 9. I don't remember exactly the number. Several of them local to Oregon, and some from out of state as well. So they're working through those applications and trying to set up interviews. And as you can imagine, it's a little challenging to do this time of year, and with the current situation that we're in, it's very hard to get anything done. So, but yeah, hoping for mid-January moving forward for those interviews, and then there'll likely be several rounds of interviews. This is a pretty important hire that we need to do. Yeah, so.
Okay.
Great question, though. Yeah. Oh, one other thing I just remembered that we found out from our city manager the other day, and I remembered this as I was driving through Old Town just about an hour ago. I'm sure you've seen the lights up on all the trees in Old Town. So apparently we're going to keep those up through Valentine's Day if we can, just because everybody loves them. They just bring a smile to everybody's face. So from what I understand, we're going to try and keep them up as long as we can this year. So
great.
I was super happy to hear that news because I love it. I think I'd have them down there all year round if it was up to me. But so I just thought I'd pass that along to everybody. So hopefully you all have a chance to get down there and see all the lights and decorations and everything. It's just great this time of year.
It's really beautiful. I
yeah,
love
you're right down
there. Yeah, living right downtown. The Christmas tree's leaning a little bit though, just FYI.
Yeah.
That was the windstorm, I
Oh
think.
no.
We'll make sure Craig takes a look. Maybe we'll call it the leaning tree of Pisa or something this year. Hopefully it doesn't. We don't lose this one. So.
Well, thank you so much, Councillor Garland, for the update.
Of course.
Next up, the Lunar New Year celebration planning. Chanda and Casey, any update?
Yeah, so I'm going to turn it over to Casey to do this. Casey and I have met a couple times this week and last week, and I just want to say I'm very excited for this plan. This feels like what we've been hoping to do, which is make a creative community engagement, cultural something that's based at the center and will involve our whole town. And I'm just really thrilled. And Casey's ideas have been great. Casey, if you want to take it away, I'm just going to refer to our notes of the dates that you set up and go for it.
Yeah, sure. Can I share screen through the team? Can I do that?
You can.
Is it open share tray?
It's actually just right up by the by your microphone, Casey, where your microphone is, where you can turn it on and off. Right to the right of that, there's a little arrow. If you click on that, you can share your screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can see. Did you guys see? No.
Are you working with two screens? How many?
Only one.
Oh, okay.
I don't see the optional.
Do you have that little arrow, Casey, where it has
I do, but there's no option. I click it and nothing happened though.
When I click mine, there's a pop-up down below that says desktop and then window.
Oh, you do? I don't have that option though. Maybe my version is too old. Or Shinda can share the screen. You have my file.
Can you attach to the conversation that we can then click on it and open it up?
Oh, okay. So we have some picture to be our sample to decorate the center, and we have a to-do list, so we can assign everybody to do something as preparation and the opening days. So we might need a share screen to do that.
So I just want to give a overall, the thought is just give me a nod if you're familiar with how the 4/8 worked, the 4/8 gallery. Anyone know how that worked? So Casey was an artist who participated in that, and it sounds like a great idea. where we'll have a designated time for folks to pick up a lantern making kit, and then they'll take that lantern home and decorate it as they see fit with their family, and then we'll have a designated time to turn it back in, and then we as members of the Arts Commission will hang it in a very specific way in the lobby of the Arts Center.
I just shared the screen. I mean the document. Yeah.
Thank you. Can you see in the chat? She put.
Oh, I see. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh. So people would decorate those lanterns that are similar.
Casey, can you explain how it works in Lunar New Year with what people do to decorate their lanterns with their family?
Yeah. So we usually have people like school kids to pick up lantern and decorate that, and then return the lantern to school, or the host to decorate the lantern. So we want to do the same thing here. You can use ink or acrylic pen to do the decoration, or anything. So you can make it colorful or like a monochrome, like that. You can see the photo around maybe the first page.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And then we're gonna do that in the art center lobby.
Oh.
So there's a layout. I think the first page we show layout. So we're gonna do fourth line or fifth line for the lantern, but depends on the quantity come back. So we do some calculation for that, and then see how's the status.
Okay. So for instance, like the lanterns on the ceiling, you would calculate how many you can put up there, and that would be how many that would be available for the community to decorate?
Yeah, and we have 20 or maybe more for backup, because we don't know the final amount will be how much. So we just have some backup, and for commissioner, we're gonna do something for this backup to like make those amounts enough for decoration.
And
I think the idea was to utilize those cafe lights that we had purchased last year with the community psyche funds, since we have those cafe lights. And Casey has worked out 3 different scenarios. We could either do 3 strands worth, and she measured out the lobby, or 4 strands worth, or 5 strands worth, depending on how much the community buys in. And I think it could be really fun. Casey, did you want to ask people to participate?
Yeah, for sure.
You need a commitment from us, the cultural arts folks.
Yeah, so everyone has to pick up at least 2, but you can pick up more if you want. Depends on how many you want to do. So that's our homework. And then we have a chart that we have to sign the to do work, the job for this project. So who's sharing? Can you scroll down to the end? Thank you. Yeah, you can just scroll down to the end. Yeah, here. So here's some actions we have to assign people to do these things. So I think first 2 will be Shenda. Yeah, we gotta order material and announce the activity.
So these will be part of, we have some funds set aside for community engagement and community promotion in the center. So that's I will order the materials.
Mm-hmm.
And center staff will also will make some Facebook posts and some marketing materials so people know, and that's planning to launch January 1st.
Mhm.
We'd like to do that after 2021 is done. We're in the new year and ready for this new year celebration.
And Shanda, will that include making the announcements or posting something on the community Facebook pages that are really popular? There's probably 4 or 5 of them at least.
Yes, I think what would be most effective is if we create an image and create some logos and events, if we could all help share those on the various pages that we are a part of.
Yes,
I think that would be really effective.
I do too. Okay.
And also to just drive it home that this is a, an arts commission and Center for the Arts collaboration, and it's driven by all of us, I guess, if we're sharing it in our personal network. Marianne asked a good question.
I see it now. I see the timeline. The question I have is, it says flower decoration and then paper fan and then lanterns. So I guess I'm a little confused. I thought we were just doing lanterns. So there's other things that will be hung as well?
No, actually, those are the part of the new Lunar New Year. So we will do some like small portion, but not too big, like lantern.
Okay.
So we'll probably do some flower for the counter and some paper fan on the wall.
Okay.
To make it more like a New Year environment. So yeah.
So that will be for the public. The public will be making those as well, or just
us?
Just us. Okay.
Yeah, just us.
To make the flowers and I'm happy to help with that. And
I think what it sounds like is the community engagement portion is the taking the lantern kit home, decorating it, and bringing it back. And then we will basically have the lobby as our canvas, which under Casey's direction, we will turn it into really celebrating and looking like a Lunar New Year infused lobby.
Yeah.
What minimum do we need?
I'm
Casey,
sorry.
do you remember the minimum number of lanterns for the 3 strands?
The minimum will be 36, but I feel like we can do more because, more is prettier to. So
Chandler, are you worried that we may not get as much, support from the community to do that many lanterns? The reason I'm asking is I was wondering if you need to work with one of the school, maybe one of the classes can help us, the kids can take it home. Maybe Rachel can help us in some way or form. I'm just throwing ideas out there.
Yeah,
Are there directions? That's what I might have just missed that part, but were there directions on how to do it?
So we only let public to pick up lantern and then decorate that with any kind of like a material. They can use ink, watercolor, or acrylic, anything. And then they return that on the day we ask for it.
And are these lanterns going to be displayed inside the lobby? I'm just kind of curious, inside or outside kind of thing?
Inside.
Inside.
You
Inside
want
lobby.
to scroll up and show, Mark, could you scroll up and show the diagram? I think you keep going right there. Ooh. So do you see those lines that she's put together? That is the length of the lobby from the end of the lobby to the to right before the front desk. And Rachel, I think what we're hoping is when you pick up a packet, it'll have a little informational blurb in there saying, here's some of the ways you can decorate the lantern, here's why, and a little informational thing. So it could be very self-contained if a school wanted to pick up a classroom set. We would make sure that it was self-explanatory for people who aren't aware of the tradition.
Yeah, it looks really like it's going to be just beautiful. I'm so excited about it. I'd be happy to make 2 lanterns and help however I can. Whatever nobody else wants to do in that table, just sign me up.
You have to make the flowers and the fans or the other things. So are you going to have a day where we all come and do that, or do we come by and pick up materials, and how will that happen? The part that you need us to make.
I think it might be effective if we all converged on the center. I was even wondering, if you notice on our agenda, our next meeting, because the 17th is Martin Luther King Jr. observed holiday, our next meeting would be January 24th. We could even use the second half of our meeting time to, again, with Casey's direction, and we have all the materials there, we could come together as an arts commission and actually do the lobby so that it's ready for February 1st, which is the big holiday. What do people think about that? Would people be willing to do that on the 24th, our meeting?
Sure. Also, Shanna, do you need some assistance figuring out like some rigging points in the ceiling with the beams?
Yeah, I would welcome that. I know where the strong points are, but I think that would be a good thing if you and I wanted to take a look at that with the cafe lights. I think there's a good spot where we could put the controller box, but I would definitely want some help on that. Are you volunteering, John? Because I would like you to volunteer.
Arisa's hand's been up for a while, I think. Did you have something that you wanted to add?
Oh, I think that was on accident. Sorry. But yeah, I think this is a great idea. I mean, I could probably advertise a bit at school. There's an Asian and Pacific Islander club that I can kind of promote it to, and maybe some of the art things I can definitely try working with them. Yeah.
That's a great idea.
That's awesome. So we're gonna set the 5 lines as our goal.
Yeah. Do you know the advisor of the Asian and Pacific Islander Club? Could you be contact for that, or?
Yeah, I can try contacting them.
That'd be great. I think we could have some people at the senior center. I think the senior center folks might be interested in participating, and we also have Frozen Junior rehearsing in our building all through January. It's 100 kids. I could see it's working with VPA and saying, "Hey, everyone, take a lantern home." I feel optimistic, honestly. I think a hands-on project could be very successful, especially on the heels of 4-H, where we had more participation than ever. But again, you know, we will know once we dive in.
But technically our max is 60 lanterns, is that correct? Or 80 lanterns, I'm sorry.
80.
Looks like 80.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to honestly be a problem to meet based on other interactions I've seen for public events.
That's good.
Bob, would you want to send messages to the schools and like some kind of a flyer or something inviting if teachers want to participate? I mean, did somebody mention something like that was happening?
Yeah, I work at an elementary school, and I can just talk to our, I mean, how many are we thinking? Are we thinking like, because if I asked my principal, I work at Middleton, that's like a lot of classes there and a lot of kids in just one building.
Right.
So that would be a place to start. I'm not sure how many we're thinking, but I think teachers would be happy to do this as a project.
Yeah, we might need a backup plan to hand more lanterns to me, like so far. Maybe we can do the hallway to the bathroom,
that'd be
the hallway.
nice. The long hallway down the lot. Yeah. Yep.
Maybe we can do that too.
Shanda, how many feet of those festoon lighting did the city purchase again? I forgot. Shanda, are you there? You're muted.
Can you repeat that, John?
Oh, do you remember how much footage we purchased in the sense of the festoons, those colored lights that the city purchased?
I will look that up. It was 5 strands.
So ideally, we will start pick up. Giving out the lanterns on January 3rd to 17th, and then people will return lanterns on 17th, start on 17th to 21, and then we will try to do that on the 24th, the day we have a meeting. So that's a timeline. And then we will consider to have the opening on 30th.
Yeah, so we were thinking of having on Sunday, January 30th, a family art night or community art night at the center. So everything is hung and there would be some activities, some cultural activities for families to do, and then have it ready for February 1st.
Yeah, it's a Lunar New Year. So maybe we should do the assign people part. So pushing that here and the center. Who can help the lantern giving date?
Can we see the table again, Casey?
Oh yeah, sorry.
How's the table?
Yeah. The end. Just scroll down to the end. Thank you.
There we go. So the lantern giving an instruction, is that something like, say, on this date, on January 3rd, people show up to the center at a certain time, and then one or more of us would be there to give out the lanterns and provide the instruction? Is that what that is?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that the day then you might want me to pick up some kits if one or more of the
Oh, yeah.
elementary schools is willing to make them?
Yeah, we can do that earlier if you have to pick up for school. Yeah, we can do that earlier. This is for public pickup.
Okay. Is there a video that we can put it on the instruction page that people can go if some people miss out the instruction, all that stuff?
Like a video
Like
sampling.
something on YouTube, just put the link there. They can just go look for it, and
I can do that actually. That's really easy. Yeah.
I'm available to give out lanterns that day.
Okay, cool. Sorry.
What time would that be, do you think?
Oh, sorry. My dog. Is that Jennifer?
Yeah, this is Jen. Just what time would we have to be there to give out the instruction?
So, Shanda, do you have any recommendation? I'm not quite sure how we work with the giving out thing.
It would need to be center hours, so our published
Oh,
center
okay.
hours.
Okay. All right.
So I got a question about the poster making. Like, that's something that definitely can go to multiple schools for kids to do and have, education about Lunar New Year as well.
So, let me do that real quick. Who is doing the giving out lantern? Jennifer?
I probably won't be because I work until 5.
Oh,
but
gotcha.
let's see, what is that date? Let me see.
and
Is that January?
or anyone?
it's a Monday.
Yeah, it's January.
Okay.
Yeah. I can be there actually. Yeah.
And Casey, the center staff will be around.
Oh,
like we could have kits that are ready to go.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
if you let people know what we're doing, we can have them at the front desk.
Yeah, sure. How about a return staff? How? What's Yeah, probably have the center staff to help with would be better because it's like a whole week.
Yeah, we can also, I think, Casey, we could work with you to create
Okay. Yeah, we can do
a
that
return
together.
area or box so people could see where to put them. And we could make sure to receive them in a good manner.
A quick question. It says reward with red envelope. So anybody who brings in a person, you will be giving them a red envelope with coupons. Is that correct?
We still. I'm not sure how we're gonna work out, but in the beginning we are thinking about to give the gold chocolate, the gold coin chocolate.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. I was just wondering if that's something you want to advertise for people to entice them to come pick up lantern. Is like get your gold coin, like Willy Wonka,
Yeah, we can do that too.
We were also wondering if somebody could ask Hungry Hero to see if they wanted to sponsor like a free cookie or a free treat that is a little coupon for that is stuck in the red envelope if they wanted to do that. But that would be another thing for someone to sign up to ask for a sponsor.
So they'll have to give around 80 or 90 or almost 100 coupons, right?
Actually,
I'm just curious, would they be okay to give 100 cookies?
I mean, they have done it before, but
they
we
have?
could also
Okay.
just pick up chocolate coins as well. Especially this week, I'm seeing chocolate coins everywhere.
Oh, yeah, and they'll be on sale after Christmas.
So beside the return day, we also have some activities for the opening. So we'll have some red envelopes to be given. That there too, we can do the coupon on the day, actually. So people will have more motivation to participate.
And Casey, are you
Yeah.
talking about the January 30th kind
Yeah.
of family art night or community craft night? Okay.
Yeah, so we're just moving on. So anyone can check with the Hungry Heroes about the coupon. Anyone knows the owner?
And Casey, we can also look at this. Some people may need to think about it.
Yeah, okay.
And what about for flower decoration, paper fan decoration, lantern decoration? What if we do that as a group on the 24th on our next meeting?
Yeah, that would be great.
Cultural Arts Commission gathering.
That would be fun.
Okay, so I just put 1/24th. So we gotta do it together. And then the opening day. Let's see.
It's the timing for the opening, show opening, and the cultural community culture art thing. Is it the whole day, or is there going to be a time?
We would need to set a designated time, like 3 to 6 or 2 to 5 p.m.
Yeah.
That's like a nice Sunday afternoon.
And would you need help setting that up, like, assistance with that?
Yeah, I think, Casey, we could go ahead and designate, we could say 2 to 5 p.m. It's in between lunch and dinner. And
2 to 5?
It's a good time for people who don't want to drive at night or kids who can't stay up late. I'm thinking like a theater matinee time. John, did you have a thought?
Yeah, well, I just wanted to say that I'm trying to look through my work schedule on another computer here so I can view everything else. Casey, I am available on the 3rd to assist with the handing out the lanterns and instructions.
Nice.
I have a 8:30, an hour meeting that's starting at 8:30 in the morning, and that's the only thing I've got going on that day.
Yeah, we can figure out the time. I think I will be free all day, so. Are we going to set the opening from 2 to 5?
So just to clarify, Casey, on the 30th, we're thinking having people come in from 2 to 5. Casey has some artist friends who might be demonstrating certain art forms like Chinese calligraphy and things, and people would be admiring the lanterns. People would be trying different activities. We may have some snacks, and then would it be okay for families to drop in and do that, or?
Yeah.
I'm thinking families would drop in doing.
Yeah, we're gonna do that for
If we can get a performance group, we will try.
Were we
So one of
looking at doing? Sorry.
Sorry, John. You're cut out to me.
I was trying to ask about our January 24th meeting. Were we planning on meeting in person that day, or changing the start time or anything like that? Or
So it sounds like starting in January, boards and commissions will be able to meet in person. But of course, I mean, we're holding that lightly now that there's Omicron. But I've heard that starting January, people can meet in person. If we can't meet in person, it might be better to have small groups meeting as they feel safe and healthy.
I think I can see where John is going. It seems like we have to put, let's say, minimum 80 lanterns. We have to do paper fan decoration and the flower decoration. Would we be able to do it in 30 minutes? Or do we have to extend that? I think that's what I'm thinking. It might take us longer.
But we have a whole week, so if they cannot finish, we can set up another time to do that because it's a whole week. We can finish that. So I don't really worry about that.
So what I'm hearing you say, Casey, is we have the entire week to hang the lanterns. The commission may just gather and do decorate the front desk, decorate the windows, do all of those other things to make it look like an authentic Lunar New Year lobby. And then we staff will have a week to do the hanging. That will take a longer time, the hanging. But I think the commission is being asked to come and do the rest of the decor.
Okay.
Does this sound feasible, folks? Does this sound, this is kind of a test for us to see how we do these larger community projects. But I appreciate the laid out timeline.
Yeah, I see John. Sorry, John has a hand out. I'm just.
Shen, I was going to ask, after tomorrow, I'm off until the 30th. Well, I've got one event on the 26th, but I'm off until then, and then I'm off again after the 26th till New Year's, where I could potentially come down to the center, put in all the rig points, and then actually run the lights, so then the lights could be there. Anticipation of hanging all the lanterns, and if we don't, you strategically hang them so that you have light and lanterns like intermixed.
Yeah.
Then it's just a matter of hanging the lanterns.
I think that sounds smart. Yeah, can you and I coordinate on that? Because that's definitely something we could do, and that would be smart to get done ahead of time.
Yeah.
Casey, anything else on your actions and lead folks?
So for the opening day, we got 3 activities. There's one, the Chinese calligraphy. I will have my friend to do that because she already volunteered. So this one has been taken, but we still have 2 left. One is paper cutting and one is Q&A. So just wondering if anyone want to take it.
On the 30th, Casey? Are you saying on January 30th?
Yeah. Yep.
Would this be helping lead activities or lead an activity?
Yeah, there'll be a lead activity.
And I'm okay with people thinking about it too.
Yeah.
I know that there's some ASAP things that need to happen where we might have a little more sense of our margin and how much time we have after the new year. I would love everyone to put January 30th on their calendar, though, so we can at least be there and help greet folks and host. And we may have some teaching artists from the Arts Center staff who might be able to help with that as well.
Yep.
Casey, quick question.
Oh,
It'd be interesting if we can wear some, like, attire that represents the Lunar New Year. If you can recommend some place for us to go by, would love that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember having one long time ago, but I've gained maybe like 30, 40 pounds after that.
Yeah,
So,
actually, it's my question too. I just want to start searching that any store important we can like rent the clothes or buy it. But I'm not sure because I kind of new, so yeah.
and the other thing I was curious, every time we have these kind of festivals, there's always food involved. So there's nothing, like, I'm just throwing it out there. What do you get at the end of the meal? The fortune cookie, anything? Is there any food involved?
Is this a moon cake moment?
You mean end of a new year?
What's a treat, like a dessert, Casey, that we would have? Is this
Oh.
moon cake?
We have moon cake, but I'm not sure it's only for New Year. It's for that's for the Mid Moon Festival, not for New Year, I think. 中秋节, yeah. It's around
Casey, will you
September.
think about this and get back to us? Maybe I'm just will you think about, like, is there a special dessert or a special treat?
Yeah,
We could also hand that out. I love that idea of handing
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, what about those sesame seed balls? Those sesame balls are sweet with mung bean in them. They're really small. Oh, they're so good.
I'm getting hungry.
Oh my gosh, they're so good.
You're making us very hungry.
I know. I can't remember what they're called, but anyway. Okay.
Yeah. I was thinking about that.
Sweet rice cakes.
I
Sweet rice cakes or Yan Gao. Yan Gao.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that.
Oh, good.
Actually, I can make it.
And Casey, I have a friend who might really want to help with that. She loves to cook, and she is from China and misses cooking. So she may want to collaborate with you on that if I can.
That would be awesome.
Send you her.
Yeah.
Anything else on the Lunar New Year that we want to discuss before we move on to the next part of the agenda?
Oh, oopsie.
Sorry. Did I miss something?
Marianne had a question about posters, I think, in the chat. She had her hand up earlier too. I think we missed it.
That's okay. I'm just curious. That was something that we kind of skipped over. I mean, said that you wanted posters ASAP. So who's making posters, and what kind of posters, and what kind of information? And is it a digital poster or an actual poster board poster? I'm just curious because that was on the list.
Casey, was this just having an image, just us creating an image for it, or was this actual physical posters? Casey, can you hear?
Yeah.
I think we might decide that, Marianne. That's a good question.
No problem.
It sounds like we might be losing Casey. I know that the center staff is going to create some informational posters at least to put around town. If that's helpful.
Okay,
I was just curious about that. Schools used to do like art lit and whatnot. I didn't know if that could possibly be like an art project.
right.
When I'm not in elementary schools anymore, but that would be a fun project to have the kids do posters and spread some little
That's a really
education
good
about
idea.
it.
I was wondering, yeah, do we have any, like when the parent volunteers used to do art literacy, which they're not doing right now because we aren't allowing parent volunteers, but they had like a slideshow that they would talk through with like talking points on a handout. And that's something like teachers, some of us I wouldn't have those details, but I think it's an important message for the kids to get to. So I don't know if we could put together something to pass along to teachers if we wanted to go that route. That could be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Casey, if you can give me Casey can get me content and kind of like a scope, I could put together a presentation. I'm just not an expert in the field of it, but I can definitely create presentation materials.
Yeah, sure.
That would be good. I will I'll talk with the elementary principals too, and then I'll get back to Shanda and be sure that's a go before we spend too much time on it. But then I think it'd be really cool it's a missing component for sure that we don't have this school year. So I think it'd be a really exciting way to draw the community into and make us all feel bigger than our individual classrooms, which is how it's felt this year, very just secular in our own classroom. So I think it's a great opportunity.
Rachel, we could link to all of this. John, if you put together a slideshow, we can link like a curriculum link on our Center for the Arts website and drive teachers to that so they could print things out if they wanted. They could link to their classroom. Let's make it as user-friendly as possible.
Like a Google slideshow that they can
and we could just
download
link it
and
right
share.
on our website.
Yeah, that would be awesome. That's similar to what they were using before with the parent volunteers for art literacy. So it would be pretty something we're used to.
Yeah, I used to download mine and make my own.
Yeah. Okay, awesome.
Okay. Anything else on the Lunar New Year? Moving on. Does anyone have any other business that they would want to discuss during this time? No? Good. If there's no other business, I adjourn this meeting. What time is it? Wait, 7:29. Right on time.